Okay, so we start the streaming for today, which is Friday, 24th, 2023, of 24th of February, of course, yes. I'm just looking if all is working on the streamings. 1 second. Yes, it is. So now I'm recording this one for the trading room for the people that will not be here and that want to look at it later. So I wrote in the trading room earlier, we had this negative German data that has generated this push down here. We had been long there yesterday, long here, short there in the morning. It was yesterday morning, something like this. We took a long there right on this yearly pivot. As we called yesterday, if you want to look back, you can see it inside the recorded streaming of yesterday. So that was a good call. And at the same time, we had a Dixie Confluence. What I just said is I'm thinking we will get a squeeze. Everybody want to be short now. We had this bad data, which is calling for short, and that's looked to me too easy. The other thing is we have had for some time now, if we look at that on the 1 hour, everybody is selling the highs all the time. So we have had a little bit better reaction in the last bounces after the pullback, bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback, bounce. So you see the size of the pullback is reducing, the amplitude of the pullback are reducing, the bounce are a little bit increasing. So that's telling me we are arriving in a potential squeeze area. So everybody want to be short. In that case, we would get long. If we would get long here, if market would get long, I took a long right on this FIBAS 105.89 a few minutes ago. If we would get long here, we have several options that I want to mention. The first one is we would only double top this area. We come back, double top this area, and then look lower for the 100%, 127, and so on. We know the final target is here at 104.68, 104.61. That's the 38.2, and it's the extension of that broken wedge. So all is aligning there, but I'm really thinking we can get this squeeze. So that's the first option. We just double top the top of that ABC down. In that case, we keep this one and we keep the level. The other option would be we touch and stop on this previous area, which is where we stop, and then we pull back from it if we do so later. And the third one, which is the one I like better, is that we come up here, we back test this 2360. I don't know if it will happen now, later, when, but a back test of that area and of that broken wedge before looking for this one and then bouncing back from it would be something I would really like to see. First, because of the wedge. Second, because since we broke through, we never retested it. So that would be a very good price action strategy, and that would allow price to get momentum and be able to break this yearly pivot here. So we'll see what happens, but if not now, later, it can be today, can be Monday, next week, whatever. But I would love to see that. So first option would be here if we bounce a little bit. Second would be there. Third is this one. Now we come back inside the work chart that we are looking every day. We have here the same thing with the level. So you see we touched the second level. It's the same chart we have had since the last weeks now. We had a target one. We bounced from it very nicely. We broke through it. We went right to the target two. We bounced from it a little bit, pull back from the target one. You see very clearly we pull back from the target one. And now we could think we go lower, 61.8 here and then target 3 there. That's the logical follow through we should see. The only thing is we have here some strong support area, and I think sooner or later market will squeeze. Whenever there is too much follow through on one side, market is always squeezing. We already went lower from this previous touch on the support on the first area of resistance we have on the first target. So we'll see if we can get something like this. If not, then we wait to see here what we get on the open, or we are breaking through a little bit now. So we'll go in the chart because it's 9 o'clock and we want to see what happens right now. Okay, so I'm back here inside. No, it's not my work chart. It's the work chart here, 15-minute chart. So that's where we are now. We have the open just now. And it's important to see what happens, because if market want to squeeze, we could see it now. We could see something starting now, respecting this low. So we have this low in place on the open. We'll see if we keep it or not. We don't keep it, so we go to there. Remember, London +5, London +10 is the next area, but I cannot say why, but looking at price action, I'm really thinking we could squeeze. It doesn't mean we stop this move down. We will continue, but it means the short side could be squeezed. If not now, well, so that's the short I took earlier. I took a long here, just was stopped out now. We are now back on the MOB fib we have had, which was the, now you see this reaction. I just took a long here, 105.867, and boom, it went. It's not me. I'm not trading big enough to do that. I would love to be able to do it, but that's not me. So I'm just pointing that out. We have had the whole week of downside. So a squeeze is possible. Just take care in case you see that the short side taken each time. It means we are starting to squeeze in the market. Okay, so data-wise, where is the data now? Data-wise, we posted that already in the room this morning. What is it? Well, I need to reload it because it looks like it left. Okay. We are pushing lower. That's nice for the short. I'm really wondering about this. So I took a long again here. I was topped up at break even there. I'm long here now, 105.85. Okay. I'm logging in my news quote to look at the calendar for today with you. So what do we have coming? Is it today? Yes, they put me all the date. Jeez. Okay. So here we have a lot of things we don't care about, like Brazil and everything. Anyway, so now in the next important thing is this Italian auction, but will not be very important. So just to show there is nothing before the US court PCI, that could be very important because we know that it's one of the instruments that Fed is looking most to see how is going the inflation. The target is previously was 4.4 on the yearly base with a 4.3 expectation for today. Here 0.3 with 0.4 expected. It's very simple. If we see increase in the inflation, that will make markets sink. Fed will hike more, and that will be bullish USD. If we see a much lower reading, that will be bearish USD, but we will come back to that later. I will be live I will be live there in the afternoon, so we can discuss. But there is really nothing, absolutely nothing relevant this morning. So we have a quiet morning from the data point of view. We had the first data here with the German GDP and business climate. The GDP was worse than expected, and that's why we have the start of this move. And now we will see if we squeeze or not. Now we are perfect timing. So I'm really interested to see that, because it looks too simple for me to keep on going like this on Friday. But of course, I can be wrong, like I am several times. Okay, sorry, I'm just so for sure everybody's selling here. If we retest any of those resistance, people will be selling it, and that's where we could see the squeeze. So if you feel like to go short, just remember that that we could get a squeeze this morning or end of morning, I don't know, but I feel like we could get that. Okay, so we can look at the sorry, I was answering somebody. So we'll see what happened here, but it's very interesting because we have this this open potential squeeze, in my opinion, that could come soon. If not, if we go lower, and that's possible, let's look at the setup, because that's what is guiding our trading every day, inside day. So if we look at the setup, so intraday for now we have nothing. We are going soon, or we could soon post a long setup, and we are inside the 10 minutes after the open. So we'll see what happens if we get the squeeze, as I said already too many times. Now concerning the 1 hour, you see the 1 hour is coming back at the lows. The 15 minutes is coming back here too. That's the momentum exhaustion. So we are potentially looking to do something on the upside. We are accumulating fuel here. Can go lower? Yes, of course. But
ist egal was, Hauptsache irgendwie so fest in der Mitte.
Oder ich kann ja so.
I know who it is. Okay, so now there should be no more voices. It's Shiva with his phone. Okay. So what we have is we have this accumulation of fuel here. We have more accumulation of fuel now on the daily. So this is telling us, careful, a bigger bounce is coming. That's what we have here. So lower we will see, yes, but the next bounces to come could see more fuel accumulation and could see either a squeeze, either a bigger bounce, but that's what we are looking at. Now the 1 hour is joining, is not yet ready. It can look lower, you see it's not ready yet. We have had the close of the hour just on the London Open. We need to see the next close of the hour and then see if this 1 hour is coming with us and providing something. So 8 plus 10 soon, that's for this setup. I get out of this, 8 plus 10, GMT, which is 9 plus 10 CET for us here. So we are still pushing down. Very good. I'm banking, by the way, some short here for 20 pips. The morning call over there. Okay. So this is telling me that the 5 minute is coming, is joining the dance there. We still have room on the 1 hour, even if the 4 hour and the daily are there. So we have to be careful because any good setup could offer a surprise, and that's what I want to see. So now 8 plus 10. Very important to look at this low we have there. So we'll see what we get here. I just took a long, as I said here, right there on this fib here at 105.82 over there. So we'll see. It's break even. I am keeping on fighting on this one because of the time. It's a time pivot. So if we do not break it right now, then we could hold it, but we are breaking it. Yes, we are. No, we are not. Yes, we are. Let's look at it on the 5 minutes. It's better. But we are clearly under the open. So the London Open will be the next level. If we would bounce, that we would look at very closely. We will mark it, by the way, like usually. I will clone that one. We are breaking, okay. Oops, lock. So today, 9 o'clock, where is it? So it's this one. Again, it's right on this fib. Like yesterday, it was right on the fib. So this is the 24th open. Okay, and I will lock it. Yeah. Okay, so we need to be careful. As I said, we have this time pivot. We have, you see this bounce, but it's a 1 minute chart, so that means nothing. But we look at that, and we'll see now what happened. If not right now, the next time pivot would be 8:25 to 8:35, 8:30 area in about 20 minutes. So that's what we would look at. So as I said, no data, nothing else this morning to look at. We had the French consumer confidence, which was better than expected, with 82 versus 80. So from that point of view, things are improving a little bit in Europe. We start to see the first sign of slowdown of the economy in Europe too, which is the same as US soon or now. I'm just looking at the next data, but yeah, there is nothing relevant. Sometimes on one data feed, there is one that is not on the other one. But for today, everything is the same. So we don't have, sorry, we have no reason there to be having some disturbances with the with the with the data. So if we break this one, we have just above it a fib that I'm looking at closely. It's this one, the 61.8, because this ABC down has been working very nicely. You see it here, 74, blah, blah, blah. The 50% there, the 38.2 here. So this one, if we would break and post a phase breakout under this yearly pivot, we could do this phase breakout up to 105.71. So that's an area that I have marked on my charts because it could be a squeeze. I mean, not a squeeze, but it could be a little bit of stop hunt. It's only a few pips under it. Yeah, like a little bit, 5 pips or something like that. So the weak stop would be taken if we would hunt under this one. If we go lower, 105.72. So if we would go lower, then we have this at the same place. You see, we have this 76, 78, 60 fib. And then the next big area will be there. We have a trend line. We have this huge area with the weekly 2021, the monthly order block, consolidation volume block. So we have a lot of things there. But I don't think we'll go there now. I'm a little bit stubborn on that, but I still think we will see a squeeze first. Up to where? I don't know, but could be up to there if what I explained earlier here is happening, which is this move, okay? So we could see that perhaps from this area, which would be logical with a yearly pivot, like a pullback and then a bounce with more momentum. That's something that will happen, as I said. If not right now, it will happen later. But the idea is we could bounce back to the top here, this price action area over there, which is an area of resistance. And even if we break through it, we will stop there first. And then we could come back to retest the wedge and the 2360 huge fib. Okay? So that's the idea if we squeeze. And that could be now because of the move we have seen for the week. This move down we have seen for the week. By the way, I don't have there my daily, weekly, blah, blah, blah open. Where is it? Yep. Okay. I will just add it here because I want to see. Yes, you see we have the weekly there. So a bounce could come here and even up to the weekly open and then turn back. And that could be anytime, in my opinion. Okay? So that's why I took some longs all the way, break even, wait. When I'm stopped out, I re-enter the next one because I think that could happen. And if that happens, we will see some upside momentum because we will squeeze short. Okay. So we mostly did this on the time pivot. So this is the 15 minutes. But if you look this is the 9-10 candle. So the 10 minutes after the open is the pivot we look for. And if we can see a continuation here, I think it's better not to short it too early because we could see a squeeze. I repeated it too many times since this morning. Okay, so I will stop I keep on doing the streaming on TradingView and in the trading room. I will just stop the recording because then it becomes too long. It's already 27 minutes. Okay.